Good evening, boys, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Nice seeing you. So,
And
if you
yes.
could quickly introduce yourself, please. Maybe we can start with Lone. Thank you.
Okay. So on my side, I'm a full stack web developer since several years now. Um, I used to have a lot of side projects that I like to work between some mission. Usually, I work as freelance developer,
Okay.
and yeah. So DNS Detect was one of them, and yeah, quickly become very interesting and very captivating. So yeah, I think that's a start.
And you are based in.
In Belgium, currently.
You're based in Belgium. There is a thick, very nice, thick French accent. Very
Yeah,
nice
indeed.
one. And then what about you?
Hey, I'm based out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Um, I've been in the AI space for quite a long time. Loan has done an incredible job. He's done like pretty much all the work and most of the work on the current project. And I initially started off as a computer vision practitioner, sort of developing like different apps, going to hackathons, won some, lost some, and I wouldn't call it loss. It was a good experience, but yeah, from there on, I just worked on nonprofit sort of AI related projects, and as of recent, I'd say I've become an LLM enthusiast. I just enjoy where it's going now. It's been super useful in different lines of work for me. I'm really interested in like the whole agentic sort of processes, like having AI agent and just messing around and just fine tuning models here and there. Um, yeah, so initially so we partnered together and we thought, like I thought at least this was super cool, and now we're kind of working in a symbiotic way. I look to hopefully make the uh, like the AI name generator itself a lot better, and a lot more sort of fine-tuned preferences where say two words can be more like have a semantic relationship, uh, uh, like like words like cloud flux or like easy bets, just things that like work together, and it can always be improved from there. But that's pretty much my background here in the project, and as well as helping out with marketing and managing certain things.
So you are in Palm Beach,
I'm
and
in Palm
Lone.
Beach. Yeah.
Yes, beautiful. And Lone is in Belgium. How did you meet? Guys from Belgium, they don't go out much. They've got everything there. It's awesome.
um, to we meet on Reddit. So when we launched the when I launched the application, I started a little post on Reddit to talk about it. And yeah, Adam directly contacted me and was really interested by the project. And I have a more technical profile, so I think Adam have great social abilities and have great skills too. So we can say that we have complementary skills, and that's why it's matched well.
Adam, do you write to lots of people on Reddit?
No, actually, I got up one morning and I happened to have notifications for, I think it's r/domains. And
Uh-huh.
for some reason, his thread notified me that someone posted, and I just checked it out because I thought the title was interesting. This doesn't happen usually. Like I can check my phone now; I don't really get these notifications. So I looked at it. I went to the site. I noticed I think some issues in the header. It was just, I think, some padding issue, and I said, hey, like on the mobile, it was on mobile device that was kind of the issue, if my memory is uh, correct. And I just said, hey, like there's a little bit of like a padding issue um, on the header of the site, and then he immediately fixed it. It was super cool. Like he responded really quick,
Okay.
and we just started talking, and I just offered, hey, if you need any help um, with anything, I'm right here. And then we just got on a call and we spoke about like the project and like the mid to long term goals are. Sort of had a mutual agreement on the short term goals. I thought that was cool, and then we just kind of like addressed our roles a bit, and then we were off to the races from there.
Was it the first version of DNS Detect, or something else?
Yes, it was the DNS Detect is a fresh project, to be honest. We deployed it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and things go quite fast for a start project because to be honest, I was just expecting just a little return about user, what should we do, what should we improve, and here we are already discussing live about it, and
Why not? Why not?
yeah, sure, why not? Honestly, yeah.
So now I understand from both backgrounds. This is not WordPress. Is it?
Sorry?
This is not WordPress. No.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
This is not built on WordPress. No, it is. No.
No. It's made with Next.js application
Okay.
mostly. We have a very big database also in PostgreSQL. We will soon need Elasticsearch database to some feature will coming soon on the application.
Okay.
But for now it's made in React.js and with Next.js also over it. So it's not WordPress, to be simple.
Have you bought yourself a domain through DNS Detect?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So sometimes people find building projects or products for themselves, and then they start offering them for public. Have you bought a domain name? Have you registered a domain name that you have found using your own product?
Indeed, yeah. I found it with my own with the before DNS Detect to be sure that the domain name generated are good and well generated. I made a POC, so a proof of concept, and that's like a very without interface, just to prove the logic can work to generate domain. And I use it indeed to generate DNS Detect. So indeed, yeah.
So which language model do you use? Or
for now, we simply use LLM. So LLM, large language model. The system is agnostic about the LLM we use. So for now, we use the one from ChatGPT.
Okay.
And we generate a domain with these LLM. We parse the data and then we serve them to the client.
Okay. Can I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
How much does it cost to run such an? If you don't mind, I've been always curious.
At all. It depends on the model we want to use. If you want to use the last one, so GPT-4o,
yes,
it will cost. It will be a bit more expensive. It's difficult to know the cost because I can tell you the cost, but it's around $5 for 5 million 5 million token. I think a token it's like I don't know the English word, like a syllab, a half word, like So and currently we use the GPT-4o Mini, who is cheaper, and
it was recently released.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
cheaper version for specific. Yeah.
And this one is quite cheap. I think we should pay around, I don't know, 10 centimes for 10 cents for 1,000 word generated, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 cents. Okay,
it's about right. 7 to 10 cents. Yeah.
7 to 10 cents. Okay, euro cent. Euro cents. US.
US.
US cents. Okay. No, more or less the same. Yes, 10% is fine.
Yeah. Just a little bit less, but it's okay.
Okay. So that's 7 to 10 cents per thousand words generated.
Honestly, I'm not sure about this information, but it's something like that, yeah.
Something like that. And what is your business model, if I may ask?
Um, for now, we didn't really talk about how we will make money on it. We have some idea. For example, currently you can use it totally free, but
Yes.
the GPT-O is like 10 times more expensive than the GPT 4 mini,
Yes.
and that's why to use this one it will be necessary to pay a billing abonnement subscription. But the GPT-4o Mini is quite good. So I'm not sure it's really relevant to improve it, to use the better language model for now, of course, maybe in the future. But yeah, uh, yeah, we don't really know where we're going with this project. So for now, we
Okay.
just, I mean, we know what we want to add. We
Yes.
know what feature will be on it, but for now, yeah, I'm not sure if it's relevant to know how we will make money on it, because we want feedback, we want people to use it. We know there are multiple solutions. For example, affiliate link. You can redirect to other branch. We can also become register to sell our own domain.
Yes.
So there are a lot of possibilities, but they have to be considered.
And to add, so as far as like ChatGPT goes, I'd say on average, like the average user, based on the logs we discussed the other day, they sometimes go up to 20 to 30 like domains generated, or not, or rather queries for domains. And about, I'd say a sentence could be about 20 tokens probably, maybe less, more or less. So what I'm just looking to do is actually just train like an existing llama model on some fresh data, like perhaps a list of a couple, like a few tens of million domains, um, maybe augment that data with something that would sort of give a more unique approach to our domain generator, and maybe even have like options to generate domains in a certain style or tone, like the way you'll find some AIs. You can tell them to talk this way, and they will talk to you that way, or some language models can do that. But as far as like monetization goes too, it's very interesting because and you can correct me on this, Helmuts, but I noticed that a lot of the, and this isn't in regards to generation, this is a bit off topic in that space, but um, like GoDaddy and a lot of these platforms now are like, GoDaddy recently changed their sort of like pricing structure for domain appraisals to where you only get 3 appraisals uh, per day. And we want to sort of implement something like that, but maybe
Okay.
using some historical sales data, maybe something from like name bio, perhaps, or just like wherever we can find the data, and like make an AI powered uh, domain name appraisal uh, sort of tool product on the site, and maybe, of course, we would provide more queries to appraise your domain for free, but we would like to also maybe have that as a potential um, way to monetize the site, because now that competition has sort of gate has been gatekeeping it, it's an opportunity for us to add more to the market, because I've noticed that there isn't that many. There's SDBot PC domains, Dynadot, Humbleworth is new, and they're completely free. GoDaddy is 3 a day, so I think that could be useful, especially considering there is demand for it now.
Absolutely. And who would be your main clients?
Well, we're kind of so seeing. I'd say the regular domainer, like
Okay.
me, you, Lolan, just anyone. Uh, so that's more like general, but we would like to target um, say like new business owners, people nowadays, I've noticed like here in America, like you have the influencer lifestyle, people want to start businesses and whatnot, and they're mostly young and they don't know what they're doing, sort of getting into the domain space. So maybe we could have informational content on that, and also let people utilize our tools that are fresh to the scene, and give them just a little bit of a head start when they're acquiring domains. That's just like an idea of targeting, say, like newer users uh, into the space.
One of the opportunities here for tools, AI tools for name generators, are becoming affiliates with some registrars. Have you
Mm,
entertained that thought?
yeah, we spoke about it the other day. We were considering maybe getting some kind of API access, and the domains that are like available on their platform, like maybe like Namecheap or something, uh, we could directly just um, have, say, if someone purchases the domain on our site, they'll just be linked to Namecheap's checkout process, or maybe we could set up our own so it's just all centralized. We haven't thought that part through yet, but yes, we were actually discussing this yesterday
Okay.
because it should work.
Loan, if you decide to come over to London, I will introduce you. Name Silo are coming over, actually from the
Okay.
States. Yes, Dreamhost are large. They are flying. The head of domains is flying in. Team
Okay.
Internet, Team Internet will be represented, and there are more.
Yeah.
More. Just and here's the question. So if you're watching, please feel you're most welcome asking your question. And so, don't you think that a one-off fee model would be better? Because I don't imagine people uh, will get a subscription for this kind of tool.
Yeah, I can answer
Yes.
to that. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to go it, Adam?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, we addressed this by introducing like a 1 week subscription uh, model. So it's kind of like a one-off. You pay once. It's not like a weekly thing or bi-weekly thing. But I'll let you explain your my idea on that. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Um, sorry. For now, indeed, we have, I think, three targets about the people who use DNS Detect. The first one will be the entrepreneur who will just want one domain by every year or every 6 months. And indeed, a pro plan for that, a subscription for that is not very relevant. But for a domainer who will want to use it like every day and use the best LLM possible and get the best feature and be very competitive, I think it can be interesting, and especially also for developers, because we intend to make API access of our data, so people will be able to check the availability of the domain, to generate domain suggestion, and to have a bunch of feature like that to implement directly on their app. And that's where a subscription can be interesting for them.
Okay, so subscription can be for yes API users. Yes. What is the thing with a name? So the main name generator tool would be domain something, domain mama, domain Zilla, whatever. Blue domains, pink domains, star
Yeah,
domains, something, domain magic,
you're
Alibaba
totally
domain.
right. You know that finding .com domain is quite hard, and we also wanted a generic name to be able to evolve and scale the product to other features and not be stuck on a specific product. And that's why we choose it. But honestly, um, we are strongly discussing about finding a new one because it's a very early stage and maybe it's not too late to change it. So
Adam,
who knows?
can you
Yeah.
share your screen, please? So you can open a new tab. Just before we go, as you'll be sharing tab, it will be easier than the whole window.
Sure.
Let's try out your tool. If guys, you don't mind.
No, we don't mind.
I
Okay.
I have to say I especially love that when I went in deeper and I saw that you can select .uk markets, and then so many options came out. That was insane. I did not expect that. So let us wait while Adam is now. They have keywords for him.
Well, okay, I should have. I got a lot of tabs open, so I'm just gonna.
So you would just one free tab.
Yep.
Just new tab. another one.
Otherwise, if you prefer, I can share my screen too.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it working?
Okay. Let us see. Bang. Okay.
Great. It's working.
Mon bien. What do you say in French? Yes. So let us. Domain name generator. There you go, boys. Okay. So can we go for .coms only?
Yeah, sure. You can filter,
Yes.
to remove this list. Indeed,
Okay.
you can have a lot of, of settings you can add, and it's not well see, but you can also add to hide every .com not available in filter just a bit below, just upper the list. Yeah, in this button filters.
Okay.
Wait, is it right? Shoot, where is it?
It's just below. Yeah, here in filters. Just under the suggestion TLD. So you can go down a bit.
Right here? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, here. You can select it. We have to refactor this first because it's not quite. And then it will search for domain and show you only the available one.
Okay.
So for example, but
Name Lab would have been really cool.
Which one?
And I saw Name Lab, but it was taken.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a bit the issue with .com. Of course, there are a lot of fun.
And still there are so many names available as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can keep going and going, and it'll extract the data.
And it's fast as well.
We make we make a big attention on that to be fastest as possible.
Okay. Can we? Okay. Now once we've got it, what can we do with .ai? If we add AI and IO, two more extensions. Me myself, I would build only on .com, but well.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to remove the filter if you want to see also available, because here you have the .com filter activated. Yeah. To see also other one.
Okay, AI namify.
Naming is pretty cool.
What is nominate? Nominate. That's interesting.
It's available on .com.
Yes, nominate actually looks good, and it is available on all three of yours. Is there a meaning for nominate?
Yeah, nominate could be like.
Is it possible to ask your tool? Is there a meaning for nominate?
That's a great suggestion. We can try to generate a meaning about the domain. For now, it's just a list generated, and you don't have any. But also, what we want to do with domain appraisal, it's like to put a score and to put indicator about this domain is great because and to add a lot of elements to help you find a good one.
Nominate meaning in Hindi. There is even something in Hindi. Okay.
So nominate, I think it's like a word play on nominate instead of got.
This is a good name. This seems to be a good name.
I agree with you.
Nominate. Yeah. Before somebody else grabs it.
Yeah, for sure.
This is for the mainers, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They
probably
will wait
gone.
for a few minutes and then, well, you pass it. That's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be quick in the game. But yeah, should I add any more ideas here, or
And then the goal will be to, for example, you will be able to click on domain and see the whole history of it, if it's already get registered, and if and get all the metadata we can have to go further. A bit like WUI services.
yeah, exactly? Because we sort of want some platforms. I won't say any names, but sometimes when you're looking at certain domains, especially in expired auctions, you'll
Hey,
see that.
yes.
Uh,
Hey guys, take that word. Take that word. Nominate. Really, take it now, please. Wherever you do it, just take it seriously. It is brilliant.
I
Let's
agree
check.
with you.
It is brilliant. And then if somebody, even better, that then when somebody asks you, hey, have you used that tool for yourselves? And then you would say, well, our brand.
Nominate. Actually, that's really cool because
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Oh,
uh,
God, your
this
tool is
actually
good.
it really showcases the fact that it used wordplay um,
Yes,
precisely because it's so similar to nominate with an I, but it used an E, and
yes.
it's available. Hopefully, I got it. We gotta take it. So
It
that's
is a beautiful name. It is a
yeah,
really beautiful name.
yeah. I agree with you.
Well, it is your product, of course.
I'm
Well,
doing
yeah,
it right now.
we're still brainstorming ideas too.
Okay.
So like, we might just have a list and maybe pick like three and then decide. But nominate is actually really nice, and I'm surprised it's available because it really is
Yes.
just a one-letter wordplay on a.
Is there a history in archive.org for it?
I'm checking right now.
You might want to also check the spam score or something, you know?
Oh yeah, that's
You might
that's a
want
good
to be,
idea.
yes. Nevertheless, it is like you would get ai.io and .com and that's it. Or maybe, yeah,
Hmm.
maybe you don't need IO, just AI and that's it.
Okay, so it's got history dating back 13 years ago, but they didn't renew and no one back ordered it, so it's available.
Okay.
I'm just saying this on live stream, like
Bang. Awesome.
that's good.
Lon, you should be quicker, you know? The mainers
I do my best.
the mainers register with one click, they just
Yeah. So,
Do you?
this is also you could do. You could say, hey, load the budget, create your so you have a wallet, uh, upload the funds and the names you like with one click buys. I like it.
that would
Click
be really cool.
bought, click bought, click bought.
So, like, we actually discussed two. Well, it was Loan who told me that he's like in the future we're considering becoming ICANN registrars. To
Yes.
it's expensive right now, of course, but definitely um, something we want to consider, which should help tremendously. But I yeah. I never thought of like working on a registrar myself, but it's all very exciting when it all comes together.
Yeah. Probably in the beginning it makes sense to work with registrars and then yes. And there are some, oh my god. There are like there is there is one registrar. It is called Cosmotown. If you check their prices, they are mentally low. And then you mentioned that you like Namecheap, yes?
Yeah,
Namecheap,
Cedo name.
yes. Namecheap's product is Spaceship. I think Spaceship was theirs.
But that's part of Namecheap.
Yeah, that's their
Oh,
brand. So they have very very low pricing for domain names, and you could use it for your advantage, you know. But yeah, but then there are some like Cosmotan who are they sell under the price, they, like they lose money with every registration, but they play different game.
right. Is it kind of like what Pork Bun does too?
Oh, Portman are fantastic. Portman
Yeah,
are fantastic. Yes,
they're like the cheapest I've
Excellent.
seen so far.
They are. So there. Me myself, I see two of them at the same level. There is Dynadot and Portman. Both of them are fantastic. Great
Hmm.
customer service, absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic customer service, and low prices, really low prices. And people love them. And if you
yeah,
said that, hey, we are using with either Dynadot or Portman, well, Dynadot is a little bit bigger than, and both are great and huge. Then yeah, people would, especially domainers. They, I've seen like maybe one or two domainer who is, but there will be also always the case when one guy doesn't like the best thing in the world or something. That's okay.
yeah, yeah. I
Nice.
like Dynadot's support. Like they have so many tools as well. I use them now primarily with them and Namecheap. I I think those are my two go tos at the moment. And Pork Bun, of course, that's my third. But
Ah,
they're all very good.
Loan looks happy.
Yeah, I had it.
Have you
It's
have you
fine.
got it, Loan? Yes.
Sorry?
Have you got it? Yes.
Yeah,
So
I got it. I have it.
I have this bell when something happens. Well, money bell.
Oh,
Bang.
that's what that noise was. I wasn't on the tab. I was like, is someone's toaster finished?
Yes. Well, yes. I use this bell when somebody says kind of money bell, for fun. For fun. Somebody says that, hey, I have sold this domain or that or that. Then that's a money bell. So
Ding,
congratulations.
Thank you.
ding.
Okay, nominate. Well, how would you pronounce it now?
Good question.
I'd
We'll
say
see.
nominate because it's so close to the actual word nominate.
Yes.
If no one likes that, I think that would be like the proper
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Oh, it's a beautiful name, and it's quite close to French as well. Luan, is it?
A bit, sort of, yes.
Yeah.
It's yeah. At least it's easy to pronounce for French people.
Yes. And in French, you go crazy. You don't say domain name. You say number. What is it? You
Nom
go.
de domaine, we
Yeah.
say. Indeed.
Okay. Ah. Okay. Amit says it is close to nominate. Nominate is the organization that manages UK zone. So in Germany
Okay.
you have DNIC, in France you have AFNIC, and so it goes. And in the UK that is nominate. In China,
Oh, that's so
it's
cool.
Okay, good.
yes,
That's glad. That's great.
awesome. And .com, fabulous.
Yeah.
That's nice. Really nice.
Luan, where do you register it?
To
Now
be
I'm
honest,
curious.
I did it on Vercel. I know it's not the best one, but
Sorry, where did you do it?
on the hosting service I use,
Okay,
it's expensive. It's not made for that, but
okay,
it's fast, and my visa was already registered on it, so that's why.
okay. Nice. Which hosting company do you use?
Um, in the beginning, I was using OVH. It's like a
Yes, yeah,
French one.
yes, French one. Yes.
Uh, I slowly wanted to turn to AWS service, so Amazon Web Services, like
Okay,
Route 53. Uh,
they
and
get some
to be
credits.
honest, currently I'm used to buy this domain also on Vercel because it's quite fast, and I just have to click 2 times to connect it to my project, and I like to work with them because it's straightforward and easy. But I think Dinadot is a great one also, and I probably should explore it a bit more too.
Okay, Amit says, okay, Vercel is good. Yes. Also
Yeah.
in France, you've got something tango, something like that. Yes. Is it
Uh,
is it
so,
is it tango or what? Orange. God, tango is a drink. Orange is in France. There is a new big brand. Well, there are many great registrars. Really, many great registrars. So, guys, what next? What are your next projects? Are you gonna go American, raise some funds, and exit, or
for now, I don't think we really need money. It's we have to discuss about it. I'm not sure we want to. I think we have to now improve the base product, because for now we have a good stuff. We know that it can be very good, but we want to go even further. That we want to be better than the concurrents, and
yes?
yeah. So I think for now we will we get some review, we get a lot of nice one, we get some improvement space, we get also some stuff we can improve, and um, I think we will start to push a new version of it first of all,
Okay.
and keep going, still communicate about it, try to see what user really wants, because I think that's a big mistake we can do. It's like, okay, we think that people will like it, and we start developing it, and finally found that nobody wants it. So we have to be close to what user wants and what we user do with the application, and which user use the application. And with this information, we will be able to improve the application way better than if we just imagine what can be next.
Can I ask you, Adam? Did you say that you are mostly working with apps, or
Yeah. Oh, we even considered deploying this to the. Of course, once like there are additional products, everything is nicely like
yes?
optimized. I could deploy it to the Play Store, uh, which is like good. I'd imagine, because it'd be super nice to have an app where you could like perhaps just do your domain name generation and
Yes.
purchasing in one place, and also getting appraisals. I like to do that sometimes on the go if I have to, but that's for later on, especially with the App Store. I've tried getting apps on the Apple App Store. It's really it's a bit of it takes time. It's it's a little bit expensive. I mean, it's $100, but you have to go through like maybe a month's long
Yes.
process. With the Play Store, I could like put something up in a day or two if I wanted to.
Okay. It definitely tells the difference in the quality checks.
Yeah, so much. I think I had one app that didn't go on the play on the App Store on Apple because of the iPad resolution or something. That was the only problem. But yeah,
Yes.
but they do make sure everything is like precise. So
So, what is the traffic currently?
So I am
Love,
on
love
Vercel.
navigate.
I can I can tell you right now, if you give me 1 second. Up, analytics. So this week we got 139 user who use
Okay.
it.
Yes.
On the log, I see that user approximately make 20 to 50, 20 to 50, to 45 plus 5 sorry, to around 30 requests. So that's quite good, because people who are in the website use it, and they not just come on it and leave directly, who should be a really bad sign.
Okay.
So that's
So
something we will make.
in average, one user makes 20 to 45 requests.
Yeah, something like that. So they
That
use it quite well. Mhm.
that is very. If we can call it bounce rate, can we?
If you sorry,
Can we call it
Yes,
bounce
sort of.
rate? Not really, but something similar. Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's that is really good.
yeah, I think so.
So people start liking it. That's cool. That's very cool.
But indeed, the application is referenced nowhere except one Reddit article and the post that you'd make, and thank you for that. Uh, because we saw it, huh? We saw it. That's a funny story. Like I
Yes.
saw in the log. Account domain code.co.uk that people coming from this website, and
Yes.
I say to Adam, "Oh, nice! Thank you for sharing the post." And Adam, "That's not me. Who is it?" And we finally see that you write it,
Yes. On
and
icon
thank you
domain.
for that.
Yes. Yeah. No, yeah. But it is awesome. Were there many searches for .co.uk, and which also can you see which zones were searched?
Which zone? Sorry.
Which TLDs were searched? So there is
Uh,
.uk, then there is .co.uk, and you've actually got
I try to have everyone. So
yes,
basically, to find the TLD available, I buy a big database with almost all registered domain, and I make a big loop on it, and I take every XTLD who is present on the application. I put it in another table, and then I show them as available. So that's I think we pretty much have every TLD possible, even the weird one, and that's something we have to do. Like some TLD are like a weird number, and I think they are. I don't know what they are, but they are like TLD that I don't think people really really want. So we have to filter a bit that, and that's a task we have to do indeed.
okay, oh, that's cool. Adam, what would you like at nominate?
Uh, like
Is there a feature that you so appraisals or
yeah, definitely having a more fine-tuned LLM and appraisals. I think like the reason why I got so like interested and hooked on appraisals is because I'm noticing that people do use it a lot, and especially with like when I mentioned GoDaddy uh, changing their appraisal system to limiting it. I feel like that's a lot of traffic that we could maybe tend to as we grow. Um, but yeah, the appraisals, some upgrading of the model or models, and a future app would be cool, and continued development um, on the site overall, and maybe some content for for users, maybe offsite, perhaps uh, if we do consider going down like the route of having like a specific plan to target new users that are very new to the domain space, like just people on social media,
yes?
small businesses, and whatnot. That could be. I know there's competition, but that could be a possibility.
Do you? And now that's an interesting one. Do you prefer using language models, large language models, in determining the value, or buying data from companies who specialize in data aggregation?
I think a combination of both is the secret sauce. So maybe aggregating historical data into some existing language model that could use its own data, and then maybe combine the both, and like to get a nice uh, semi to or a semi accurate to accurate appraisal for users. I think
Okay.
it's doable. It's just
But then
I
again,
know
for,
like
for, for you guys are indie hackers, yes? Can
yeah,
I
I
call
guess
you
you
indie
More or
hackers?
less,
Yes.
yes.
yeah.
Indie hackers usually don't buy data. They would find a way to create it themselves. Yes.
It's a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that's a challenge,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. Haven't even considered where to go with that, but definitely possible. I've I've done like data manipulation tasks before. They're not like
Okay.
crazy hard, but this is more geared towards language models, so I'm assuming it shouldn't be a big deal.
And what is now currently your biggest obstacle, the biggest problem that you are trying to solve? The brand name is solved, at least for tonight.
I think so. Technically, the challenge are great, but not that difficult because I think the biggest issue on the technical side should probably be the data.
Okay.
Because, for example, we discussed about domain appraisal, and for that, great stuff to do should be, for example, get a bunch of auction domain data and check who domain was sold at which price, training a model on it, and try to determine if the domain worth something based on the data we have. But
Okay.
without, but without the data, it's difficult, and for now we didn't find anywhere this data, so that's also something. I think the technical challenge will be more on how to find the good data and how to how to exploit it correctly.
Ah, boys, then you need to come to London. Seriously, like no, no, really, we'll have Titan Research.
Okay.
Titan Research has got investors, and one of the largest investors is Richard Lau,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they currently. So in the beginning, they were planning to build a huge domain name portfolio. Huge. I'm not talking about 10,000. I'm not talking about 100,000 more.
Okay.
So huge, a monster, and they started developing tools for themselves. It is the business is the London office is run by a Romanian guy, Cosmin, very smart, and he's an SEO guy, and
Okay.
he's coming to the summit as well. And then at some point they started understanding, well, we are creating this mega tool. Why not to sell it? Why not to sell the data? And
Okay.
Richard Law is coming over as well. I think I could be wrong. I think they have around 900,000 domains now.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
know how they register them. Haven't got a clue. I could be wrong. If
Yeah, that's a big challenge, I think.
some domainers are out of this world.
Is his name Richard Lowe Jr.?
No, just Richard Lau. He was the original founder of Namescon.
Okay.
He yes, he partnered up with a fantastic lady, and yes, then he sold the Namescon, and yes, and his main project now is logo.com. And then also he's one of the largest investors into that one, and then a few other things. The
Interesting.
guy is super smart, very pleasant, and like kind of relaxed, but very sharp, very sharp. Yes.
I will manage
Pretty
to
cool.
be there. I will try to do my best to be there.
Yes. Maybe you
Yeah.
can maybe you can try getting data from him if it makes business sense for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
I think that'd be a good chance to meet up too. I was in London last year, but
Yes.
I was going to Glasgow for just a little getaway, and I think it's it's nice. I didn't get to explore London enough, so definitely highly considered.
Yes, and then in states, well, states are awesome as well, and you
Yeah,
have fantastic communities there.
in West Palm Beach, we're having quite the because a lot of companies now they're moving from Silicon Valley and New York just because like even the prices of just housing their employees and stuff, sort of um, like giving them apartments and just like office fees are just like all going up. So they're moving to Florida and Texas and Atlanta, and I think I've noticed a lot more investors here. The tech space is growing. Like there's
Yes.
like building an office right here, and there's one already built. I think over there, and there's another one there. So it's all kind of just exploding, which I think is a good opportunity too, especially considering how the AI sort of industry is making a big push on things, and I think we could fit right in some way into everything in the future.
Yeah. So, and are you both working for yourselves? Yes, you are freelancers.
Yeah.
Busy with work? Should be.
Too much
Yeah, I'd say
for
it's
now.
about
Yeah.
like it's like 50-50 studying, 50 work. I'm really trying to catch up on a lot of like different things at the moment. It's just it's exciting, but also very overwhelming. So I feel like in 2 days, like there's going to be a new release, like a new update on Llama or OpenAI or some new like Hugging Face like model that just popped out of the blue, and it's just going to be like having to sort of not like relearn everything, but like get hip to the like new tools and APIs and stuff. Just kind of, I feel like I'm doing more reading in that
Okay.
aspect, but I really enjoy it. Like it's just super exciting. It's growing at a great pace.
And are you testing? But basically, you are testing most large language models yourselves. Yes. Reconsidering all the time ChatGPT or something else.
Yeah, sort of like working on one, like say like Mistral or Llama, and then just seeing what results uh, I could get out of them or we could get out of them. I'd say I've been more like leaning towards the agentic pipeline, like having like AI like agents. Um, they can kind of serve as, you could say, like a virtual assistant, but they're
Okay.
more of like, I wouldn't call it that. I'd call them more of like an operating system. You give it a set of instructions. Like you can't tell it to go, hey, become $1 million domainer for me or something. It can't do that, but you can give it instructions and uh, it'll use what's called tools at its disposal to complete uh, tasks and then iterate.
Here is a comment. I don't know. Have you checked it already? Domainers are using Humble Word a lot. The site crashes during domain drops.
I
Have you
use
heard of it?
Humble.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, yeah.
We know how member works. Yeah, it's great tools.
Great tool.
It's entirely free. I wonder how they're like. How do
Mhm.
they monetize the site? Is it just based off of gem sales?
They
I was
are.
just curious because it's unlimited searches, and they grew pretty fast. I remember. I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, like they weren't like really showing up on the engine a lot, but now they're their first page, so it's pretty impressive.
Okay. Ah, so you are already in the league of. What are your rankings? Are you started chasing SEO rankings? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I definitely want to consider that for sure because I was doing a bit of like I wouldn't say in-depth keyword research, but I'm looking at like domain appraisal sites, and there aren't that many. And the ones that are, I'd say you have your top three like GoDaddy, STBot, um, maybe Dynadot, uh, or Humbleworth, and then you have like a few others that are just not maintained. So like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of like updates being done. Some don't work. So like there's definitely just a few uh, domain appraisal sites, and then the newer ones now like Appraiser or Appraisal.ai and um, BoardHumans.com. They're both using AI uh, to appraise domains,
Okay.
and they're free, so unlimited uh,
How do you compete
search.
with free? How do you compete with free?
More tools.
Which is
That's a
better.
good question. Yeah,
10x quality. 10x
I just
quality.
got to do it just a little bit better and,
Mhm.
be convincing, I guess.
I
I
think
think
you.
we
Yes. Sorry.
no, don't worry. I think we can play with like having only one tool. It's a great stuff, and we can play a bit like when you have an iPhone, you want the watch compatible with the iPhone, and if every tool we have are synchronized between them, and you can, for example, go to a tool and then save the domain you find in this tool and refine them in
Okay.
another tools and make everything linked together.
Yes.
I think that can be a great value.
I think it makes sense. Yes. So you start looking for something in one tool, then for example nominate came out, and then the next one. Okay, let us see what is the meaning or something. God knows what could be what
Yeah,
is the potential value.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is
Within the
like an
next.
interesting approach too, because you have like with a certain site that I used to look at um, auctions. I'm not sure if I can mention the site.
Oh,
I'll
you
just
can.
say it.
You can mention.
It's not
You
enough,
can.
but like sometimes the age or historical data of the domain is not displayed or it's incorrect sometimes, and also
Ah.
having to go to multiple sites to figure out, say, like domain like age and some like historical data on the domain. It's not all in one place, or at least it's not all connected, like Lowen mentioned, and also with the name meaning or what it could imply could also be a tool. So not just the definition, but say there is a name like nominate. Uh, we could have the language model explain like what or like nameify, and the language model could explain what the implications of it are. Like nameify is a site that implies to it if there's no like Oxford Dictionary uh, sort of uh, like meaning for the word or definition. So I think that's easily doable too with an existing model.
Okay. Awesome, guys. So it has been 1 hour. This is actually accuracy is the key.
Yeah,
Totally agree.
agreed.
It's all about the quality. Once the quality drops, then people find
Yeah.
another place that invests in quality.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So maybe you can share, I don't know, maybe something cool that the mainers should know in the online worlds that you live, guys. One resource each. So we can start with Loan.
You take me you take me short. um, yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what I can
Adam
share.
already knows, yes?
I I don't know.
Adam, go Adam. As you know, everybody, we live in our own little worlds.
Hmm.
And there are other worlds. There are so many amazing projects and things and we haven't heard of. Yes, Adam, what is in your mind?
Oh, I was just thinking of uh, so like my 2 cents would be don't be afraid of like AI in the domain space, and instead try to utilize it to
Okay.
your advantage, because that's kind of the way things are like headed too. Because you could have um, say an easier time working with it than trying to resist it, and I feel like it's being adopted already by a lot of big names. So it's cool to maybe spend time when you get the chance to do some research on it, learn a bit more, watch a few videos, and experiment and see where it takes you.
And any resources that the main industry people should know?
Uh, yeah, I'd say look out for Nominate or DNS Detect. But
I
Nothing
can
else
share
matters.
maybe
Yes.
a little I can share maybe a little repo that we found on GitHub, but it's the more technical side.
Okay, sounds interesting. Yes.
Let me find it, and that's Adam who find it. I just have to go to our discussion to find
I
it.
can link it to you
But
if you want.
it's a new. You can share it. That's great.
Okay. And by
It's
the way, there is inner chat. You can send. So when you see chat, there is stream chat and there is private chat. There is private chat. If you did send me that link via private chat, I'll be able to put it online. Send it over all the other chats. Can you see the
Okay.
private chat? Yes, fabulous.
Yeah, I see it. Great. But Adam share it. Perfect.
Thank you, Adam.
Yes.
And
it is
that's
fast.
the new protocol. Apparently, it's something will replace the WHOIS basic request, and that's allow user to make like bulk research about checking availability of a domain name. I didn't try it yet, but it looks very promising and interesting for developers who want to implement domain name verification statute.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you it's a bit technical one.
no, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Daniel asked if he will get the chance to meet Lowen and I
Yes.
at the summit. I definitely won't be able to make it. I'm in Florida, and it's too close.
Yeah.
But Lowen's like 50-50, so I'm not going to speak for him. That's just what he said.
Yeah, I have to see because I should have my work on the week, but I will try to find a way to take a day or two off to be there. I cannot be sure 100%, but I will manage to do it.
No problem. Absolutely. One. And of course, if you are in industry, you need to be at the summit.
Yeah, yeah, but it seems to be the place to be, so that's really interesting.
Absolutely. So, guys, all the success.
Thank you.
This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And how long have you been working on Nominate?
The idea came up 1 year ago, but the development started 2 months ago, something like that.
Okay. And already.
And yeah, and we already have something we work. It's incomplete for now, but we work hard on it, and I think a lot of new stuff will come very soon.
Is it on AWS? You said yes.
No, it's on Vercel.
Okay, and that's the dedicated server, or that's their own cloud.
Yeah, Vercel it's a serverless services, so that means how to. It's like you have function and you have a server always on, and the server turn on only when people ask for him. So that's mean it's like it's not a fixed machine. It's a whole cloud who allow us to make thousand and the advantage of it is very very scalable. If tomorrow 2 million people come on the website, it will cost me a lot, but the website will not crash.
Oh God!
It's like how the new cars, in some of the new cars, if you stop at a red light, like the engine turns off until you use it and you press the pedal.
Yes,
it goes. That's kind of how it works.
No, that's fabulous, awesome, guys. It is a real honor, really, and all the success.
It was a pleasure. It was a real pleasure to be there.
Really, really, thank you.
And see you around. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
Guys.
see you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.